Hey guys, this is TexasFighting.com. I'm here with CJ VERGARA. CJ, how are you, man?
What's up?
Man, it's been a couple of months, bro, since we've actually talked since your last bout. Can you tell us why the layoff? What's been going on?
Yeah, there's been a few things. It's really just been prioritizing things in my personal life as far as being able to put training first and family at the same time, and just being able to manage everything together. I wanted to make sure that I could have my head on right and train 100% and manage everything else in my personal life without overcompensating for either one of them.
No, definitely, man. I mean, you guys do have a family. You actually have a baby boy.
Absolutely, I should do.
Congratulations on that, man. Now, we're here at Leja's Boxing Gym. Right next door is actually the gym that you train out of, which is Rodrigo Pineda Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You work with a lot of good names, man, a lot of good people. Can you throw some of them out there, give them some props?
Definitely. Pete Spratt, of course. I've been with him for a couple of years now, 2.5 years. Muay Thai coach, MMA coach. He's helped me a lot as far as elevating my game from stand-up point of view, from the clinch game and wall work, as well as Rodrigo Pinero. He's helped with my defense, my submission defense, and getting out of bad positions and finding myself into better positions. And these guys have really been my base. It's turning me into a full mixed martial artist as opposed to just a boxer.
It's a lot of experience with just those two guys in general, man.
And then of course James Leja too. He's turned my boxing. He's turned my boxing from decent to good. I guess you could say. Coming along.
The thing about it too, man, it's getting better every day, man. I mean, I saw you out there earlier hitting the bags, hitting the mitts. Is striking first to you? I mean, what comes natural for you during the fight?
When I first started, it was wrestling. I looked up to Matt Hughes a lot, Sean Shirk, and names like that. So ground and pound and heavy takedowns, picking them up, dumping them over on their head was really what I was into. But once I got to learn boxing and Muay Thai and putting them together, I really fell for that game, and that's really what I base all of my fights off of. I like to go out there, and it's what people love to see the most. Everybody loves a good war, so I try to go out there and put on a show, and I like to get knockouts. I like to land big punches, and if it just so happens that it goes to the ground, then we can work on the ground. But I think everybody knows that ultimately I like to keep it on the feet. No,
definitely put on a better show, so to speak, man. Now, this fight you have coming up, that's going to be this month. It's going to be here in San Antonio, La Villita. Can you give us the name of the promotion, the date?
Yeah, it's Randy Galindo's putting on a show November 17th at La Villita. Fight start at 6. Tickets are on sale right now, CJVERGARA.com, where you can hit me up and I can get you some tickets myself. I hope to see everybody there. It's going to be a great show up.
No, for sure. I mean, this is not just any fight, man. You're actually making your pro debut. The other day you had posted on Facebook as far as you being excited and that it's finally happening. You actually got to sign the contract. How long have you been waiting for this, bro?
Seems forever. I've been thinking about this day or this time in my life for a good 12 years now, since I was a kid. It's all I've really dreamed of. So seeing it unfold is really, it's been a blessing that I've been able to make it this far and continue on. And the support I have, at home and in the gym I owe it all to that, honestly. But it feels great. It feels great.
No, yeah. I mean, like you were saying earlier, I mean, I saw you hitting the mitts, man. I mean, cardio, conditioning is not a factor, man. Do you have anything else that's helping you besides the jiu-jitsu and boxing?
Well, considering that I came off a hand injury, I had a pretty significant break in my right hand, so I was out 10, 12 weeks of being able to punch a bag, punch a mitt, to do anything, to do push-ups, lift weights. So all I really was able to do is run and swim once I had the cast off. And as a matter of fact, I began training for a half marathon just to try to keep my head on right and keep me in competition mode. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually running a rock and roll half marathon next Saturday.
No, definitely, man. I mean, it's an accomplishment in its own. I mean, it's something that some of the mixed martial artists I've seen here do. I mean, whether it's bike riding or even like the Tough Mudder competition that happened a couple weeks back in Austin. But what else do you see yourself using as far as for your advantage, man, as far as conditioning or workouts? I mean, other than boxing, plyometrics, or what else do you do?
Definitely plyometrics, a lot of circuit training. I've had a lot of good advice from a lot of bodybuilders and CrossFit guys that have been able to help me put together a regimen as far as getting your heart rate up for a good 2-3 minutes straight and keeping it up and then dropping it for a minute and simulating fight. Not necessarily always having to punch a bag, but flipping tires and sledgehammer swings and different stuff like that, box jumps and things that have nothing to do with fighting. It's really what gets your cardio up there and keeps it up there, so you're able to throw combinations and move around and transition without gassing. And honestly, you can be the best fighter in the world, but if you're gassed,
yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate. It does happen, man, but that's good. It's a good point, man. Now, for this fight, who's supporting you other than the team, the family, man? Who's actually helping you for this bout?
Well, I jumped on with one of my first official sponsors, which is Haymaker Society. Jimmy Garcia actually hit me up over Facebook, and Spider yourself sent him my way, and I really appreciate that. It's been a while that I've been kind of out looking for the right sponsor, and I really feel like I hit it off right with him, and we got some good chemistry going, and I feel like it's a real personal thing. It's not just a sponsor. He's a good guy, and so Haymaker Society's on board with me. Got t-shirts coming out for my fight. So they've been helping me out a lot, and of course my trainers, I couldn't thank them enough for all the work they put into it and making sure that I'm healthy and making sure that I'm fit and I got my head on right, and of course family, you know, family's most important of all that.
No, definitely, man. I mean, I'm going to be there at the fights November 17th, man. Give us a little input on your opponent if you know anything about him.
I don't know much, and really at this point it's hard to know a lot about your opponents, considering that I think he's only had one pro fight also, but I was able to catch a clip of his fight. It was a short fight, so I couldn't take many notes off it, so really I'm gonna have to go in there and find out for myself what he's got. He's gonna bring his fight and I'm gonna bring mine, and we're just gonna see who's got more fight.
No, anything for those watching this video, man, inviting them to the fight, man, what can they expect?
A war, absolutely, every single time. It's either me or him, and I'm gonna go out there and put my heart and soul on the line, and you know, I take the same mentality in the ring every time. I'm gonna go out there and put my life on the line. I mean, I'm going out there with a humble state of mind, as far as I'm not going out there thinking I'm gonna take this guy out. I'm gonna go out there and fight, and that's all I've known. That's all I know how to do. So I'm gonna go do that. For
sure, brother. Well, I do appreciate your time, man. Thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time. Thank you. We wish you the best come November 17th, man. We'll see you there.
Appreciate that, Spider. Thanks a lot, man. And let me send some shout outs out to Pete Spratt, Muay Thai, Rodrigo Pinero. Thanks for staying behind me, boys. James Leha, thanks for keeping my hands up. Of course, family, mom, dad, little brother, love all of you, aunts, uncles, my son, Logan, daddy loves you, Lauren, I love you, and hope to see y'all out there, man. I'm looking forward to this fight. Come check it out.
All right, man. We'll see you there, bro. Thank you.
I'll take care.